So if anybody has any veterans out there, you might want to start looking into who's conducting your CME and if they have any VA affiliations. But anyway, and then she says, do you understand? But here's the powerful one when they talk about I volunteered. I'm entering an order that enforces the terms of the signed mediated settlement agreement, and that includes the payment, the discharge of the government lien, and the release of the parties. As you go to the top of it, this is the case. I sued Chandra and Linda Tucker. Now, although State Farm was their insurance company, and State Farm has a fiduciary responsibility in Florida to defend their insured in the best interest of their insured. How we got to where we ultimately did with the other parties showing up is where the problem comes in. The stipulated agreement could not go outside of what was pled. And so part of my research along the way brought me to this. And if anybody wants this kind of information, if you're in Florida particularly, it may not have been applied to you. I'll let you see how I'm working. And it goes back to, what are you going to do if they screw up? Well, if it were me, I would start gathering the facts necessary for, actually, your appeal process begins when your trial court process begins. Everything you do at the trial court, or everything I've done at the trial court, is for the purpose of getting ready for appeal. And as you can see, hope I'm making sense. If anybody has any questions, make sure you raise your hand.
And I got a quick question.
Yes, sir.
For the purpose of, if for instance you're going back for a hearing or whatnot, like you had your transcript, if you wanted to cite, like you just showed us a particular quote, or even in a case law, you want to cite a particular paragraph in a page, how do you go about doing that?
You cite the page, P, and line. Exhibit, page, and line.
Right, and that's what I kind of wanted you to show, because I saw that in your transcripts it had line numbers next to it,
Oh,
which would kind of show the importance and how to identify that specifically.
remember I showed you all the initial brief?